How do you identify and protect your intangible assets? Number one is, remember, confidentiality. If you're going to let everybody else know what's going on, you're identifying these, and they figure out you're planning to sell your business, really bad, you will be paid less. But once you've established that confidentiality, here's a few tips for you. Number one, your intangible assets. This is not looking back, this is looking forward. Everything that's part of your business that might help somebody else in their future. In the Generational Conference, there's an entire page from the workbook on intangible assets. But we don't stop there. We give you another handout on top of that. Why? Because things like reputation you might never have thought of. How long does it take me to ruin a good 20-year reputation? One day, one night, 1 minute with social media where it's at today. But my reputation is very valuable because if somebody buys my business, they don't want to have to put a big sign out front that says, under new management. Anytime you see that, you think, oh, obviously the other guys weren't that good. Don't worry, we're getting better. But your customers aren't coming back. So number one thing that you can do is identify what those intangible assets are. Those intangible assets are anything that you have that somebody else could use to increase their business. So often, it has to do with employees. You only think of what your employees are doing to help you. But somebody else looks at the same set of employees and says, oh my goodness, with these skills, I could use them to do something else where they would make far more money. How do you protect those? It's with confidentiality. How do you identify those? Well, you start with the full page and then the handout that we give you at the Generational Conference. And if you're working with a professional, I would say don't worry about it because they're going to interview you and come up with things that you've never even thought of that other people might look at and say, ooh, I want that for my business.